down. So as I turn and he starts pressing into me, I push this elbow to the side, okay? It's just a quick push. I'm not pushing it forward, I'm not pushing it back. As I'm putting this pressure into him and he starts resisting, pop it, okay? And I keep my head connected to the back of his tricep and his elbow, and I'm also using my shoulder to drive into his head. I'm gonna use his head as a point to pivot around to get into this head and arm position. Now, I like to connect my hands here and keep the hand that's underneath his neck facing palm down. I'm gonna use my gable grip. And now if I hold on to this gable grip too much, he's gonna have an opportunity to roll me over. So I really just like to use, like I said, that head as a pivot point. So as I start to make this knee slice position, I have much more balance now that I'm driving on his head versus focusing on driving towards the grip, okay? So now when I make this knee slice position, I want to drive over, never step over. Anytime I step over my opponent to advance to the mount, they have an opportunity to trap my leg, and that's a whole world of problems, okay? So just use your shin, slide across their hip, okay? Now, as my knee touches the other side of his hip, I need to drive my shoulder forward into his head, so that way it makes it easy to pick this heel up and slide all the way off into the mount. Now, you can pick up his shoulder and slide into this rear naked choke position. Get your figure four squeeze. You can get the tap from here, or you can keep that shoulder pressure driving forward, keep your gable grip, and we're gonna weave this other leg, this instep, back over his hip, and we're gonna sprawl back. Let that knee and that shin slide back down, okay? And I'm still driving my shoulder into this pivot point where his head is, okay? So that way I'm much more balanced. Now, when I sprawl back, a lot of guys really focus just on the squeeze here, okay? This isn't where the choke is gonna come from. The choke comes from me pushing my head into his tricep, pulling my bicep towards my head, and then dipping my shoulder into the mat. So as I sprawl back, this grip becomes tighter, and all I have to do is dip my shoulder down, all right?